How's it going, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about another one of my scariest experiences whilst ghost hunting, and that is when we visited the infamous Ancient Ram Inn. That place, guys, is truly insane, and knowing of all the stories and that and hearing people's experiences, it's just one of those places where you just have to go and experience it for yourself. I've been there twice. The second time was the last time I've ever been, and that was back in, God, early 2011, and I will not go back to that place since that experience that I had there. The first time, not a lot really happened. The second time was just... I really don't like talking about it, to be honest. It actually stopped me investigating for at least 2 months. But I wanted to share this story with you because I've never really spoke about it and that. So yeah, let's get into it. So back in early 2011, we went back to investigate the Ancient Ram Inn. And obviously the first time we went, we had a bit of activity but not a lot happened, so we wanted to go back and see if we get any more happen, because as you guys know, it's built on a 5,000-year-old pagan burial ground. There's supposed to be sacrifices made on there. There's supposedly children buried underneath the floor there that were used in sacrifice. It's supposed to be like haunted by demons. There's supposed to be a succubus or an incubus there. It's just a scary place to investigate. So when we arrived at the Ram Inn, we were getting all our equipment out of the car and put it up against the wall, ready to take it into the location. And we noticed one of the top windows, which is the witch's room there. There was 2 faces looking out of us. At first, I thought it was a ghost, and so did John. But then we realised it was actually 2 people in there. And we was like, what's going on? Because obviously we'd booked the location just for ourselves, for our investigation. And there's these 2 faces looking at us, staring at us. So we went inside anyway. We met up with Mr. Humphreys, the guy who owns it and actually lives in the building, well, one part of the building. And he told us that there were 2 people upstairs that were going shortly. So we just thought nothing of it, bringing our equipment in and that, and took it through into the old bar area of the location. If any of you have actually been, you'll know what I mean. So we took it into there, and then a couple of minutes later, these people came downstairs, these 2 guys, and they were carrying a Ouija board. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? They were like, oh, we've just been up there, we've been doing a Ouija board session, we've had something evil come through, it's pretending to be a child, and loads of weird stuff's been happening and things like that. And they were also drinking alcohol. So I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, you know what I mean? You're trying to summon demons into a house that's already infested with flipping demons, and you're also drunk. It's just crazy. So anyway, we went up there thinking nothing of it, alright then, whatever, they've gone. Went up there, started our investigation about a couple of hours after we arrived. And there was just a strange atmosphere in the place, especially in the witch's room where this sort of seance and that went off. And we had one of John's friends of us called Paul, and Paul actually took a photo in the witch's room before we actually started the investigation, and he actually caught something on the camera which looked kind of demonic. But obviously he didn't find that till the day after when we was at home. So when we sort of started our investigation, we based the start of it around the witch's room, and we were getting weird things happen, just like people being touched and pushed, and really, it was just really eerie in there compared to the first time we went. And after a short while, we moved to the bishop's room, which is supposed to be the most haunted room in the actual place. And I was sat on this seat just beside the door near the old fireplace. John was sat on another seat at the other side of the door, and the others were sat on the beds in there. We started calling out, asking for something to happen. Obviously, we're in the most haunted room, so something's got to happen in there. And then all of a sudden, we started hearing these really heavy boots walking down the corridor towards the room. So at first I was like, oh no, it's Mr. Humphreys, because if any of you done the investigation there, Mr. Humphreys used to just wander about every now and then, and he'd pop up in locations and scare the hell out of you. It's quite funny actually. But we thought it was him, obviously walking up to the bishop's room, because obviously he heard us in there and he knew we was in there and that. So anyway, these boots kept getting closer and closer to the bishop's room, and if you've ever been in there, the door doesn't quite sit level with the floor, so there's about a gap about this big. And these shadows of boots stopped outside the door, and I was like, okay. Nobody knocked on the door. The shadows are still staying there, like someone's literally standing outside the door. And all our team are in there. The only person it could be is Mr. Humphreys. And I was just like freaking out. And then there was like bang, 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 3 massive knocks on the door. The door actually shook. The boots were still there. So John like jumped up off the seat, opened the door. There's nobody there. There's literally nobody there. We didn't hear any other footsteps running back down the corridor. Opposite the bishop's room is like a toilet and another like storage sort of area. So John ran into there, there's nobody in there. We ran down the corridors, we're trying to find like where this person's gone. There was just, it happened that quickly that there was not enough time for anybody living to get away. Like you would have heard them running, like moving into like other rooms and stuff like that. It was just like crazy, absolutely crazy. So that's where it all started kicking off and stuff. And then a lot of us started feeling like something evil was around us. Like that feeling, I mentioned it a lot in my investigations and also on my live streams, that feeling where you walk into a location and your skin starts to crawl because it's just that energy of evil. Like, it's weird. If any of you have experienced it, let me know in the comments, because I get it a lot when we go into a location. It's either demonic or has been subject to like an evil entity or anything like that, and you walk in and you feel like something's watching you, your skin starts crawling and you get the goosebumps all over your body, and it's just weird. The entire night I was getting this after this thing happened on the door. And after a while I was saying to my mum, because my mum was there with us at the time, and I said to my mum, whatever you do, don't torment in this building, because like you don't know what you're messing with. Obviously it's supposed to be known for demons, and it's built on a 5,000-year-old burial ground which was known for sacrifice. Like there's obviously been some messed up stuff there, so you don't know what is actually in that building and on that land. So I said to her, just try and be as obviously polite as you can, respectful as you can. Do not torment them or anything like that, because obviously we don't know what they're capable of. There's been so much stuff happening in that building, so many experiences of other investigators and that, and it's just, it actually began to scare me that night because of just the feelings I was getting. And after a short while, my mum went downstairs into the bar area while me and John carried on investigating upstairs. And at this time, I obviously didn't know what she was doing. She was actually sitting there tormenting it, like telling it, like she was saying things like, bring it on, come on, let's see what you're made of, I don't believe you're here, blah blah blah, proper like winding this thing up. And I didn't find this out till after what I'm going to mention happened in a minute. So about an hour after this, we was all in the bishop's room again, and my mum was sat on one of the beds. I was sat near the fireplace, David near the door, John on another bed, and John's partner was sat next to John. So we started calling out in the room again, trying to get things happen. Unknown to me, my mum was just tormenting the hell out of it like an hour earlier. So I did not know this. Nobody even knew this except for my mum, because she was down there on her own and she was tormenting down there in the area where sacrificed children were found under the floor. Like you just don't do it, especially in locations like this. And I did warn her. So about 10 minutes afterwards in the bishop's room, my mum starts making this really weird noise, like I can't even do it. And to be honest, the noise, it just like, thinking about it freaks me out. It stopped me investigating for 2 months, and I don't even know, at the time I didn't think I was gonna investigate again, because it literally scared me to death. Literally scared me to death. This was before we started Haunted Finders as well, so it's like it actually nearly stopped me. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into it. It's just creeping me out thinking about it. But she starts making this weird noise, and she was like making it, but at the same time she was like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's making me say it. And she was like stuttering, just weird. So at first I thought she was taking like the piss, like, because we was filming at the time on these old school cameras, and when we obviously, I haven't got the footage because they were filmed on these like old tapes from, I think it was like an old Sony Handycam things, filmed on these old tapes and stuff, and they got wiped over when we investigated another location. I think it was Tutbury Castle, and we wiped it over by mistake. So we thought she was like pissing about, really, like, obviously because it's on camera, trying to show something's happening and stuff like that, and she was like messing about. So I was like, come on mum, like, just pack it in now, you're making us look stupid. And she was like, no Tom, seriously, I don't know what's happening, I can't stop myself saying it. I was going, look mum, just pack it in, just stop it, because you're making us look like idiots. Like, I thought she was messing about that much. I was actually getting angry with her. And then all of a sudden, this noise she was making turned into some like a growling, like a elongated growling noise. I can't explain it. And I ran over to her, and her eyes just didn't look like her eyes. And John was sat near her. John's partner just burst out crying. She was crying her eyes out on one of the beds. John did not know what to do at all. John was like froze up, didn't know what to do and stuff. And I was just standing over like, mum, what are you doing? And she sort of, her head was turned to the left slightly, and she was sat on the bed, and she her head sort of turned like this slowly, and she looked up at me like this, and then she just growled at me, and she grabbed my arm, she pulled my arm down, like seriously guys, she was flipping strong. She pulled my arm down, she was growling in my face. My mum was growling in my face. Like, honestly, if this ever happened to you guys, it's just horrible. I hate thinking about it. But she grabbed on my arm, and she pulled my arm down, and she was growling in my face, and like, like, I can't even do it. It's horrible. And I didn't know what the hell to do, and I was like panicking and stuff, and was telling it to go away and stuff, and it was just not my mum. My mum was not there at all. And it went on for almost 10 minutes. Like, she was squeezing my arm. My arm had finger marks in it here. She was squeezing my arm as hard as she could, like looking right in my eyes and just growling and growling. It just wasn't her. And after about 10 minutes-ish, she just she flung on the bed just before, and she was like laying on her back, and she was growling into the air. And then a couple of minutes after, she sort of came around, the only way I can describe it, and she sort of just changed, and it was like a quick like snap, and it was like, Tom, 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 like that, like she's trying to shout for me. So we managed to get hold of her. Me and John got hold of her, and we took her down the stairs, down to the lower part of the building, into our base room, and sort of calmed her down and stuff. She was shaking and that, and John's partner ran out of the building. She was crying outside, she wanted to leave, and it was just absolute mayhem. This is like the scariest time in my life investigating, and I've never shared this with anyone. I've never spoke about it due to the fact that it nearly stopped me investigating. I just hate it. I hate thinking about it. I haven't been to the building since 2011 because of it, and I don't know. I don't think I can ever go back. And like, still to this day, it's been what, nearly 6 years since we went, and still to this day I get really funny about investigating with my mum. So if she ever comes on investigations, I keep her off camera. She stays out of investigating a lot because I just don't like it. I hate it. And I say to her all the time, if we're going to locations, please don't do anything, and don't do what you did at the Ancient Ramen. Please just don't wind anything up where we are. I don't care if there's not been known for demonic activity, just don't wind anything up, because if that happens again, I don't know, I think it would actually stop me investigating. Like, just talking about it now is, I don't know, I just hate talking about it. It freaks me out. I wanted to share this with you guys. So pretty much after that, we started to pack our equipment away because we didn't want to carry on anymore. So we pretty much packed away, and we left, we went home, and we've never been back since. And I don't know, I don't think I'll ever go there again. I think John wants to go back, and John's been asking me to go back there, and I don't know guys, I don't think I can ever go back there. But we'll have to see, I don't know. If I do, it will not be with my mum at all, ever again. But yeah, I thought I'd share this with you because this is an experience that still plays on my mind to this day, 6 years after it happened. And I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it anymore, to be honest. It's starting to like creep me out. So I'm gonna end this little story here. But guys, that was my scariest experience at the scariest location I've ever been to. And when everyone asks me, what's the scariest place you've ever been to? I always say the ancient Ramin because it is, and I've never actually shared the story as to why it's so scary to me, but that is the reason why. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little story again. I know a lot of you are asking for more and for more of these videos of me talking about my experiences and stuff, so I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I haven't creeped you out too much. But if any of you have ever been to the ancient Ramin, let me know of your experiences in the comments. Let me know if you've ever experienced any kind of like partial possession or full possession or demonic activity or anything like that, because the first time we investigated the ancient Ramin, like, we hardly got anything at all. There was hardly any activity. We didn't experience anything demonic at all. And that's the reason for our second visit, because we wanted to just try it again. Because obviously at locations, you can't guarantee paranormal activity. You can go on some nights to a location and get literally nothing, and then go a separate night and you'll get like non-stop activity. It's just how it works for some reason. So obviously we didn't get hardly anything on the first visit, so we went the second time. All this went, never been again, and I don't think I ever will. So it's just crazy, guys. But if you enjoyed this video, give this, I can't even talk now after talking about that. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Let me know about some of your scary experiences in the comments, and let me know if you want me to do another one of these, because there are a couple of other locations where I've had scary experiences. 2 really creepy experiences actually, so I can share those with you if you want me to. Let me know in the comments if you want to. And yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end the video there, because I'm pretty much done talking about this, because it really does creep me the hell out. Also, for all of you that have watched this video to the end, I just want to let you all know that this weekend we're actually going to investigate a huge, massive, abandoned lunatic asylum. It's known for a lot of activity. We're doing hopefully some live streams there, as well as filming a Haunted Finders episode. I've also got a new Haunted Finders episode going out this coming Saturday, so you can watch that one. And yeah, it's going to be good. I think if we do some live streams, guys, it's going to be on my Facebook page, so if you guys want to get involved in those live streams at this mental asylum and stuff, and get all involved like the last location we did, there'll be a link in the description below to my Facebook page. Just go and give it a like, and then you'll be notified when we go live and stuff, because we pretty much do live ghost hunts every single week, because I know a lot of you don't know that, but we do. So go and like my Facebook page, get involved with them, and until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon.